Welcome to Sky Life, everybody. I'm back and I'm sorry for the delay. Hold on, let me turn this on. We are here, you guys. Wait a minute, there appears, is there a delay? No, it's not a delay. Okay, you guys, I have been trying to fix it's a delay. I got to fix that, but you all see how it's fuzzy? I don't like that. Hold up. I wanted to do this where you guys could see me, but give me a second. It's pitiful. Hold up. Today we are here. Well, let me do my opening. Thank you for coming back to all the subscribers. If you are not subscribed, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you will be added to the list when the notifications go out, and also the videos. During the video, please hit the like button, or on your way out, hit the like button so that my information will be sent through the YouTube algorithm. So it will be shared throughout YouTube. All right, you guys, give me a second. I'm trying to fix. I don't know why my camera will have a delay. The only thing I did change something about the I might just take that off. I'm gonna go back to high definition, and then what did I hit? Go back to camera. And lower this. Let me start the camera. Now, go to camera. Green screen. Okay. That kind of took the delay off a little bit. I don't know why I would do that. I'm trying to mess up my lab. Y'all see this? That irks me so bad. And I don't know if y'all know, but this shirt is supposed to be pink and green. Why is the shirt? Oh, it's slow. Why is the shirt blue and looking like pink and red? Okay, hold on. Let me try that. That's pitiful. It just want to mess up my laugh. And y'all know the screen in the background is green. It's a green screen, but when y'all saw how it was blue. Oh, God, I just can't. It just don't want me to win. Let's see if I use this one. This is a little better. I don't know. So we're gonna do you know what might be happening also, because I'm dealing with I have like 3 hours of recording time, and I have tried to delete some of the recordings, because it said if you delete some of the recordings, then you can have more storage space. So otherwise I have to upgrade to a new package. I don't know, but I'm not trying to pay more money than what I already have. So I don't know. We'll just have to go with this. But let's see. I want to do a different one. Okay, we'll try this. As long as it's not being all messed up. All right. Can you all hear me okay? Please tell me you can hear me okay. Because I did a sound check and it appeared to be okay. But I wanted to do my other background with Muwop and Duck. But today, you guys, we're here to go over the Oblock indictment. Let's see. I guess it's not too bad. I will do another one if I watch it and it's like too much of a delay. But today we're here to do the Oblock indictment. I'm going to read it and just go over some of the background information that I saw. If you are new, you can come out the bushes and say hello. I'd like to know who was following me. And also, you guys, I want to show you my lip gloss so you can see it live. For people who, let me see, can y'all see on the camera? I don't know if you can see you can't see the brand name on there really, but yeah, that's my first product, you guys. This is 24 karat gold. Y'all know I'm extra, so I had to get the extra, what you call it? The extra casing. And then we have it also in pink casing. Let's see. I don't know if y'all can see it, but whoever makes a purchase, you'll be able to see the writing on the logo. That's for my brand. These are going to be sold on my general store, the Empress store. Let me put that up real quick so you guys can see it. I had this banner. This is where it's going to be sold, okay? And here's the last one. I thought this one was cute too. Can't get a good. I think I might have to get a different camera because it's tripping, you guys. But yeah, it's cute, ain't they? Those are my first products. Oh, I didn't show you the other color. We have two colors, 24 karat gold, and then we have mocha. Those are the two. So actually, I think this one is mine. Is this mine? It is. You all can see with my dry lips. I can put it on. Yes. And of course, the more you want, you can put on there. All right, so that was my little commercial for my brand, The Polished Look. Okay. But yes, this will be sold on the Empress store. I posted up the link down there. So I also sell t-shirts and other apparel on the store. So there you have it. All right. I gotta be quick because you guys, I got like 3 hours of recording time. So if y'all don't see me online for a while, because I try to do it, said download it to get some space. I have downloaded stuff. I try to delete stuff, and it is still not showing me more space. So I guess I got to reach out to technical support, but I don't know what's going on. I don't know. But if y'all don't see me, I miss y'all already. I do. And if you all want to support the channel, which we'll cover if I have to, the cost of getting transcripts costs, that is not free. And also all this lighting. And I even bought another lamp, you guys. So I don't understand why my lighting is off. I really don't. But Skylife is my cash app if you want to donate to the channel. I do not have 1,000 subscribers, so I'm not able to get super chats or anything like that. So if you want to donate to the channel, that money will be used on the channel so I can get hopefully upgrade this package or get another software. I don't know what I'm gonna have to do. But yes, that is the cash app. So today, let's start. Let me see. I see. Oh, hey y'all. I ain't even see. I missed the comment. Sweet and sassy. I ain't seen you in a while. Where you been, good? Hey, Miss Lady T. I'm on a little bit early. That's probably why I see y'all. I'm seeing more people today. I'm not on at midnight. Okay, let's see. Nicole Stokes, you done came back. Where my mods at? I hope I got some mods in here. Hey, girl. Andy Finest, YTF. Hey, how you doing? You say I'm always winning. I'm trying, child. Beelzebub is trying to keep me down. He don't want me to be great. Got my lighting on looking silly, but we gonna work it out. And I really thought I bought a new lighting and a new lamp, and I thought that was gonna be hold on, let me see what this is looking like. Is this delay looking bad, you guys? Because I'll shut this down. I don't even care. I'm already behind on reading it. Let me go in here and see what. Talking to my cousin, you guys. My cousin, I told you, Kevin, he passed away. He has sons and daughters. I'm just reaching out to them to make sure they are okay. And of course, they're not. So it's terrible. So it's terrible. Okay, it's not looking too bad. So actually, you know what? I'm gonna keep that up and lower it. Okay, why isn't it playing? Okay, if I do have some mods, I think I see APZ in here. Make sure you welcome the people, please. All moderators, please welcome people. And also if they're leaving, say goodbye, because I'm gonna be on the other on another page reading. So I'm not gonna be able to see who's coming in the chat and who's not coming in the chat. So I need somebody to welcome the guests and let them know that I'm not gonna be able, I'm on the other page reading, so I'm not gonna be able to see their comments and stuff. Hollywood Uncut, hey girl. Hey. What y'all up to? Okay, you say I see you clear. Yes, hit share in the live and hit the like button, people. And matter of fact, Hollywood, you wanna wrench? You gonna help me out in the live? Because I need to make sure all the guests are welcomed. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, it's my first product. And I'm trying to I want to get like some hair products and skin products. So let me make sure I read y'all comments. So we're about to go over the Oblock. Do you all know anything about Oblock and Chicago's FBG Duck? Y'all know anything about them? I want to see how far back I got to go back. And this is pitiful, y'all. This shirt is blue. I don't even wear blue like that. I think I got a blue and white hoodie. This shirt's supposed to be pink and green. And this is my favorite little doo-wop. Y'all might see me wear that every day. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it was, you know what? It's not like I said yesterday, people, it don't be the people you expect today. You know, he was a real kind guy, cool, always, crack jokes and loving. Everybody loved him, so for him to just pass away so sudden, man, y'all just gotta keep up with your loved ones, you guys. Real talk. Keep up with your loved ones. All right, you guys. So let me go over the information. I'm going to start with, okay, FBG Duck is a Chicago rapper. Let me start back before that. Everybody knows Chicago has had multiple gangs dating back to like the 60s and the 50s, I'll say 50s and 60s. Okay. So going forward, there was two gangs And the ones that we're talking about specifically, hey, prayer changes. And the ones we're talking about specifically are the gangster disciples and the black disciples. Okay, now I don't know how specific I can get to help you guys understand this. For those of you that don't know about these gangs, let me put it like this. Matter of fact, let me draw it out. I don't even know if I could say it. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. I'm gonna make it. Hold on. Y'all, hold on 1 second. And don't talk about my drawing. Cause I want to be like, she over there teaching them. I just want y'all to be able to understand. Okay. And hopefully my artwork, don't talk about it. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna put this up. I don't know. Hopefully y'all can see it. Okay. You got the GDs and the BDs all under that 6-point star. Okay. Now, if we go into some other things, then we'll go further. But the crazy part about this is they're basically the same facet. Okay. The GDs were originated first. And then from that point, later on, years later, another branch came, offset, which was the BD. So basically, these are the same facet of gas, different sets fighting each other. Okay, and we talking about not only just fighting each other, they also might be in it with another set. Okay, and this is the crazy part. Let me see if I can do this. Well, I did good. Let me see. Who all over here? I can't think of all of them, but we doing the basics today. Now, the ones, can y'all see that? The ones under the 5-point star, you guys, are really their natural opposition. Okay. And the people under the 5-point star is the Vice Lords and the Black Peace Stone Nation. Okay. So while you have the GDs and BDs fighting each other, they might also be into it with a whole nother set, which is their natural opposition. Okay, so you got a whole lot of misunderstandings and a whole lot of people not getting along. Okay, but this we are specifically talking about Oblock and Oblock BDs versus FBG Duck GDs. Okay, and they killed him. So let's read it. I hope now, do y'all understand more what I'm saying? I hope that gave y'all a basic breakdown because I don't want them to be like, she over there giving them training. I want y'all to understand what's going on. Okay. Any questions before I get started? I'm going to be on the other page, so I'm not going to be able to see you guys comment. Hey, Dip. Dip, please help them welcome people to the chat. What you say, fool? He said GD I'm in or something. What he say? Can't breathe. Kelly, what you doing up here? You so silly. Okay, at dipped. I'm getting my charging things. Hold it down for me. Okay. Yeah, dipped. I need y'all to help her. All right, you guys. So let me get started. Like I said yesterday, I'm just gonna go ahead and read it because I'm sure they're gonna explain what happens. Let me get my glasses, but I'm sure they're going to explain what happens. It said it like remove my audio for some reason. I'm just gonna do that and take me down. But we're gonna read it and we'll see what it says. So here we go, you guys. And I'm running short on recording time, so let me get started. All right, so it says, this was filed September 30th, 2021, United States District Court, Northern District of Illinois, Eastern Division, okay, under seal. Basically, United States of America versus Charles Liggins, aka C Murder, Kenneth Robertson, aka Kenny, and Kenny Mack, to Carlos Offord, aka Los, Christopher Thomas, aka C Thing, and Marcus Smart, aka Muwop. Oh, hold on, you guys. You know what I got to do? Give me a second. I need to upload. Let me change this on YouTube. Hold on. Change my thumbnail while the live is going on. Why did they put that on there? Oh, duh. It's the wrong one. Maybe it didn't upload yet. Close this. Go back to YouTube. Why you wanna hate on me? This is pitiful. Let me change the doggone thing. I'm in YouTube Studio. Content. There we go. Now let me change it. There we go. Since it wouldn't let me put my picture up, I put it in the I put on a thumbnail. Okay. I'm about to go back to reading. I'm on the other page, so I cannot see you guys. Let me go down here. Okay, so let's start over. United States of America versus Charles Liggins, aka C Murder, Kenneth Robertson, aka Kenny, and Kenny Mack, to Carlos Offord, aka Los, Christopher Thomas, aka C Thing, and Marcus Smart, aka Muwop. Okay, these are all members of the Black Disciple gang, and they are brought up on charges for killing FBG Duck. All right. Carlton Weekly, that's his name. Okay, count one. The special January 2020 grand jury charges at times material to this indictment. The defendants and other let me start back. The defendants and others known and unknown were members and associates of the Oblock Street Gang, a criminal organization whose members and associates engage in acts of violence, including but not limited to acts involving murder and assault, and which operated on the south side of Chicago. South side, stand up. Operate on the south side of Chicago in the Northern District of Illinois, Eastern Division, and elsewhere. I gotta shout my sad out. I'm sorry. We ignorant. Okay, the Oblock Street Gang, including its leadership, membership, and associates, constituted an enterprise as defined in Title 18 United States Code, Section 1959b2. That is a group of individuals associated, in fact, which engaged in and the activities of which affected interstate and foreign commerce. The Oblock enterprise constituted an ongoing organization whose members functioned as a continuing unit for a common purpose and achieving the objectives of the enterprise. The purposes of the enterprise included but were not limited to the following: A, acquiring, preserving, and protecting power, territory, operations, and proceeds for the enterprise through the use of threats, intimidation, and violence, including but not limited to murder and other acts of violence, and the illegal trafficking in controlled substances. B, promoting and enhancing the enterprise and its members and associates activities, including by publicly claiming responsibility for acts of violence committed by the enterprise and taunting rival gang members. Increasing the status of the enterprise through the use of social media platforms and music, and taking steps designed to prevent law enforcement's detection of the enterprise's criminal activities. At the time relevant to this indictment, Oblock, through its leadership, membership, and associates, engaged in racketeering activity as defined in Title 18 United States Code, Section 1959b1 and 1961-1, namely acts involving murder in violation of the laws of the state of Illinois, and offenses involving narcotics trafficking in violation of Title 21 United States Code, Section 841 and 846, on or about August 4th, 2020, at Chicago, in the Northern District of Illinois, Eastern Division. Charles Liggins, aka C Murder, Kenneth Robertson, aka Kenny and Kenny Mac, to Carlos Alford, aka Los, Christopher Thomas, aka C Thang, and Marcus Smart, aka Muwop. Defendants herein, for the purpose of maintaining and increasing position in Oblock, an enterprise engaged in racketeering activity, did knowingly commit the murder of Carlton Weekly, aka FBG Duck, in violation of the laws of the state of Illinois, Chapter 720, Illinois Compiled Statuses, sections, I'm not reading that, boop, 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 and boop, boop, boop. Y'all could go back and hopefully you could see it on the screen. The special January 2020 grand jury further charges on or about August 4th, 2020, at Chicago in the Northern District of Illinois, Eastern Division. Charles Liggins, aka C Murder, Kenneth Robertson, aka Kenny and Kenny Mac, to Carlos Alford, aka Los, Carlos Thomas, aka C Thing, and Marcus Smart, aka Muwop. Defendants herein knowingly used, carried, brandished, and discharged a firearm during and in relation to a crime of violence for which defendants may be prosecuted in the court of the United States, namely the murder of Carlton Weekly, aka FBG Duck, in violation Title 18 United States Code, boop, 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 as charged in count 1 of this indictment. And in the course of committing such offense, in violation of Title 18 United States Code, Section 924C, Charles Liggins, aka C Murder. I'm not finna read all their names again. I'ma just say they nicknames. Y'all can see it on the screen. Well, I'm not gonna read all of them. I might read one of both. So, I'm gonna either read their nickname or their name. Okay, so let me go back. In violation of Title 18 United States Code, Section 924, C Murder, Kenny Mac, Los, C Thing, and Muwop, defendants herein, did cause the death of Carlton Weekly through the use of such firearm, which killing was murder as defined in Title 18 United States Code Section 1111. In violation of Title 18 United States Code Section 924, now we go to count 3. Did we go to count 2? Seems like I missed count 2. Oh, that was count 2 when I went right there. Okay. And I'm assuming this is probably going to read the same. Count 3, paragraphs 1 through 5 of count 1 are realleged here. Okay. So they just saying basically the same thing from the other, what I read at the beginning. On or about August 4th, 2020, at Chicago in the Northern District of Illinois, C. Murder, Kenny Mack, Low, C. Thang, and Muwop, defendants herein for the purpose of maintaining and increasing position in Oblock and enterprise engaged in racketeering activity, did knowingly conspire to Carlton Weekly, aka FBG Duck, in violation of the laws of the state of Illinois. Illinois compiled statutes, boop, boop, boop. Count 4, paragraphs 1 through 5 of count 1 are alleged here. The same thing. I don't have to read that again. I'll read this part. C. Murder, Kenny Mack, Low, C. Thang, Muwop, defendants herein for the purpose of maintaining and increasing position in Oblock and enterprise engaged in racketeering, did knowingly commit assault with a dangerous weapon upon an individual, namely victim 1, in violation of the laws of the state of Illinois. Count 5, C. Murder, Kenny Mack, Los, C. Thang, and Muwop. Defendants herein knowingly use, carry, brandish, and discharge a firearm during and in relation to a crime of violence for which defendants may be prosecuted in the court of the United States, namely an assault with a dangerous weapon upon an individual in violation to Title 18. Count 6, paragraphs 1 through 5 of count 1 are realleged here. C. Murder, Kenny Mack, Low, C. Thang, and Muwop, defendants herein for the purpose of maintaining and increasing position in Oblock and enterprise engaged in racketeering activity, did knowingly commit assault with a dangerous weapon upon an individual, namely victim 2, in violation of the laws of the state of Illinois. Now, who's victim 2? Oh, that has to be either the girlfriend or the fan that they say was out there. Count 7, on or about August 4th, 2020, at Chicago in the Northern District of Illinois. C. Murder, Kenny Mack, Low, C. Thang, and Muwop. Defendants herein knowingly use, carry, brandished, and discharged a firearm during and in relation to a crime of violence for which defendants may be prosecuted in the court of the United States, namely an assault with a dangerous weapon upon an individual in Title 18 of the United States Code. In count 6 of the indictment. Okay, notice of special findings. The allegations set forth in count 1 are incorporated here. The defendants, Charles Liggins, Kenneth Roberson, Carlos Offord, Christopher Thomas, and Marcus Smart, were 18 years of age or older at the time of the offense. Who was 18? Or maybe they're just saying that. Okay. I'm sorry. Let me go back and read what it says. A, were 18 years of age. Okay, I think they're trying to establish that they were adults. Okay, were 18 years of age or older at the time of the offense. Intentionally participated in an act contemplating that the life of a person would be taken or intending that lethal force would be used in connection with a person other than one of the participants in the offense, and the victim died as a direct result of the act. C, intentionally and specifically engage in an act of violence, knowing that the act created a grave risk of death to a person other than one of the participants in the offense, such that participation in the act constituted a reckless disregard for human life, and the victim died as a direct result of the act. In the commission of the offense, knowingly created a grave risk of death to one or more persons in addition to the victim of the offense. Okay, so well, I'll say it afterwards. Let's see. Committed the offense after substantial planning and premeditation to cause the death of a person. All right, you guys, that's it. So let me see how I come back to you guys. Remove. Okay, here I am. Okay, so if you go back and watch the video that I did before, I talked about, actually I read an article from the Chicago Tribune which broke down where the murder occurred. So long story short, these guys are accused of going to the Gold Coast, which is one of the richest areas, if not the richest area in Chicago, where Carlton Weekly FBG Duck was there shopping. They're saying 2 cars pulled up and 4 guys got out of the car with military assault guns and gunned him down. Okay. And based on what the indictment says and based on what the article says, his girlfriend was sitting in the car and she got hit by gunfire, I believe, in her wrist. And then there was another guy out there who I believe was a fan, and he was also shot. But to my understanding, only FBG Duck was the one that died. Okay, so let me go to, what did I want to pull up? Something real quick, and then we can get out of here. If anybody has questions, let me know. Hold on. Oh, they did have something. Hold on. Let me add this back. See if I could pull it up. Okay, I didn't know what this was, you guys. Can you see this on the screen? Okay, yeah, you can see it. Okay. It says appointing counsel under the Criminal Justice Act death penalty proceedings. So are they trying to go for the death penalty? Because I believe that this is the appointed it says the counsel under the Criminal Justice Act death penalty proceedings. So I think that they are giving counsel to the guys that they are trying to give the death penalty, but everybody didn't have one. So the name on this one is Charles Liggins. Everybody didn't have an appointee. So I'm not really sure, but this is one of the things that are in there. But I think that they're trying to go for the death penalty, you guys, for some of them. I'm just not really sure. And also, when they had let me come back. Also, they had make it look better. Okay, they had the the counsel who appeared, and it appeared that only one of the guys actually retained counsel, so I made the comment yesterday, but it's very important, guys out in the street and people that are doing criminal activities, even though these allegations are alleged, it's very important that you get your money up. Okay, because you need money for, possible bond, maybe bail, and especially for attorneys. I only saw one guy, and I'm not going to name who it was, but he's the only one that retained counsel. Okay, The rest of them did not retain counsel. You know, you go in there and you have to understand these public defenders, they work for the government. They don't work for you. If you want somebody to work for you, you have to have the money to pay for your own attorney. Okay. So from what I saw, a lot of these guys had court appointed attorneys. Okay. I also noticed that like I just brought up with some of the people with the Criminal Justice Act, I don't know what that is, but I think they're trying to get the death penalty on some of these guys. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the heck. I swear I don't know what that was, you guys. I just saw that for like two of the guys on there. Sounds like some dangerous individuals. I mean, I can't put any more heat on them than any other gang in Chicago. Dip, you know. I don't know if you've been watching the news, but right now in Chicago, anybody can get it. And I say anybody, kids, grandmas, grandpas, anytime and really anywhere. Because that's what makes this case so crazy. Because I don't know if you guys know about downtown, but downtown has a lot of traffic. It's very congested. Okay. So I knew at the time of the hit, I'm like, this got to be a pay hit. And I'm like, I know they got this on camera because there's no way that you are leaving any place downtown without hitting either a red light camera or a security camera, you know, because they got in Chicago, they had those lights and they have like it'll be flashing red and blue. Those they detect gunfire. Okay. And they also have cameras on it. So I was like, I knew whoever did this was gonna get caught, but I just thought it would be sooner. Okay, which I guess isn't long a year later because you figure this happened August 2020 and this is like October, so I guess it's not that long. But you know, the FBI, like I told you guys a year ago, they always been in Chicago, but they had added more FBI people, and I told you guys that a year ago that they were there. So they have done their job, you know. But it was tragic. When you think, and that's what scares people because downtown is seen as a safe zone, you guys. So for this guy to get killed in broad daylight, okay, on the Gold Coast, okay, and it's number rich cliff folks down there. I mean, there's some of us down there too, but a majority rich cliff folks down there, okay. And you shoot this man down in broad day like a movie, literally like a movie in broad daylight. You get out the car with military assault rifles and you gun him down. It's crazy, crazy. So, it is what it is. So you guys, I read the indictment. If you all have any questions, let me know. And I mean, if there's anybody that knows any of these guys, family members, or any of that want to come on it and talk on these guys' behalf, I don't know, FBG Duck people, anybody, if you want to come on the channel, if you know somebody that knows them, reach out to me. You know, because there's always multiple sides to the story. But let me see how to take this down and bring me back. Okay. So any questions, anybody? I'm trying to think if there was anything else I wanted to say about this. Oh, I do. There was a sixth guy named Zell Muna. He was a young guy, and to my understanding, he was T. Roy's brother, T. Roy HK, and somebody else's brother. Okay. Now they're stating that in August, he's committed suicide. Okay. So he was one of the other guys that they had identified as being a part of this shooting. But unfortunately, the guy committed suicide and killed himself. Okay, his name is Zelmuna. I have to do more research and find out what his real name is. But just a young guy, and the tragedy of this, you guys, is it's the gang wars have been going on from what I remember and since I've been born. Okay. Now, like I said before, in Chicago, we used to have gangs. When they first began, there was structure, there was organization, there was laws, there was, and like when you hear an indictment, it talks about power, leadership, and position. Um, that's what the gangs began as. Okay, now you have what they call cliques. Okay, and cliques can now be, back to my picture, a clique can be anybody on this page moving together. You might have in your clique, you might have one GD, one BPSN, and one Vice Lord. That might be a clique. Okay, you don't know who you dealing with. you just don't know. Back in the day, that was unheard of. Okay, unheard of. Like, if somebody was together, you can assume that all those guys were in one group. They were all from the same gang, and but nowadays anything goes. Okay, and we can attribute this to the regentrification that went on in Chicago when they tore the projects down. That's when the city basically fell and never recovered. Okay, and I could go over about that on another day. But I hope you guys have a better understanding with my little drawing that I did. The ironic part is that these guys are all under the same, not the same set, the same structure, organizational structure. I don't even know how else to put it, but they really shouldn't be fighting each other. Okay, because they really the same. Okay, they're fighting within their own group, but they also the fighting with their natural opposition. But it's just sad to see, because you don't know, in Chicago, you don't know who's doing what, who gets along with who. It's a dangerous situation. But I just pray that man, some of the OGs stand up. That's my message. There's no reason why women and kids should be getting killed in Chicago. No reason. I mean, back in the day, that was the law of the land. All gangs followed it. You do something to a woman or a child, it was a consequence, if not a violation. I mean, something was done. There was some type of violation given to you. You just could not do something. Women, kids, and old people, they were off limits. It wasn't like that. So how we lost our way, I see how we lost our way, but we got to figure out how to get the protection over the women and kids and old people, because otherwise we just self-destructing and killing ourselves. I just don't see I don't see how any of you guys are okay with that. I understand the clap back, get my lick back. They kill my kid, I'm killing theirs. But I mean, eventually nobody is gonna be left. Okay. Somebody has to stop it. There's who's the leaders in Chicago? They all gone or been paid off or have some type of bad connection with somebody. But it wasn't okay back then, you guys, and it shouldn't be okay now. It really shouldn't be. So, okay, let me put it like this. Chicago, the question is, wow, is it true that youth are forced to be in gangs in Chicago? And the answer is yes. So back in the day when I was growing up, you have gangs on different blocks and on different streets. Okay. And then it expanded to those people from those blocks going to certain schools, grammar schools, and then to certain high schools. Okay. So you have to understand gangs recruit. Okay. They trying to get members because the more members, the stronger that they can be. Okay. So if you live on a block and 9 times out of 10 you're a guy, they would question you and try and get you to join the gang. And during that time, you got to remember, hold on. Let me go get my charger. It just got dark. Give me 1 second. Okay, I'm back. All right. So I was explaining how the youth are forced to be in gangs in Chicago. So now the gangs are there. Gangs are trying to recruit. If you had a strong family, 9 times out of 10, they will be able to say, hey, don't mess with my son. He's not going to be in the gang. And most of those people got up and moved out of the neighborhood. But you also have to remember during that time, it was a crack era. Okay. So you got people whose parents are now falling victims to crack cocaine and heroin, which has been around for a billion years. And so their family structure is weak. So it was easy for the gangs to recruit those guys. Okay. And just depending on where you were and what type of gang you were dealing with, some gangs might not say no. So while you might try and approach the gang and say, my son's not going to be in the gang, they looking at you like he got 24 hours to join. Okay. Either get down, like they say, or lay down. So you looking like, oh, and you move. Okay. But some people can't move. You got to remember, it's like, so that's how they're forced to be in gangs. And imagine, let's say you try not to be in a gang, and these guys that are in the gang go to your grammar school. So in Chicago, they will have schools based on districts. Okay, so if you live within these certain blocks, you go to this school. Same thing with the high school. Okay, so my neighborhood school, I grew up on in 87 by Stony Island. So my neighborhood school, city school, I think it was Harlan. Okay, Harlan was my city school, and the school up the street for me was McDowell. Okay, that was a grammar school. But I went to a private school, so I didn't have to deal with those issues. But let's say you go to the school, these same guys, young guys that are in the gang, they go to your grammar school. Okay, so now you seeing them again, and they telling you again, when you gonna join us? Might be beating you up, bullying you, taking your money, just giving you a hard time. So eventually some of the kids they just fall in line, because they don't want to be bullied anymore. Their parents don't have the money to move them, or their parents are off on drugs. I mean, it's 1,000 reasons why families don't have a strong structure, but that's pretty much how it went. And then imagine you getting older, you might make it through grammar school. Now you in high school. Okay. This high school might now be a different gang from the block that you live on. Okay. So you might have some gang members. Let's say it's some BDs. The block that you live on is with BDs. Y'all now go from grammar school to high school. The high school might be more stones up there, okay, because there's more stones by that high school that you're going to. And when I say stones, I mean black pea stones. So now you have a problem. So it's like these stones are now bullying you and everybody that's in the gang around you and the gang that's in your neighborhood. So you kind of have to decide, what you gonna do. And I can tell you, I got friends who quit school just because of that issue. Okay, fighting, having to fight, being outnumbered, and it gets to the point where a lot of them just dropped out and just said, forget it. Once again, you don't have parent involvement, aka PI. The parent's not involved, parent not paying attention to their son or daughter. Okay, because there are girl gangs in Chicago too. Let's be clear. So you have you got problems in school. Does that help, prayer change? Does that answer your question? So the answer is yes. And then we can even go into we can go into discussing project buildings. There used to be project buildings, like 3 buildings in one cul-de-sac. Okay, one building might be a BD building, one might be a GD building, and one building might be a building with stones. Okay, so the gangs used to let them know. This is when they were structuring an organization. They would let the mamas with the kids know and the school will be there too. Okay, so BD building, GD building, stone building, school, all in the same cul-de-sac. Okay, so the gangs will let the women know when they bringing their kids downstairs to take their kids to school, just a couple steps up. Okay, you better hurry up. They about to go to war in about 5 minutes. Okay, so that means that this girl got to go and walk her kid to school real quick and get back in the building. Okay, now what does she got to go to the store? She got to go to the stove. She might want to go to the laundry mat. She might have to go to work. Okay, and she can't go because they're shooting. They shooting across buildings at each other. Do you all understand what I'm saying? How crazy the dynamic is? Like literally, and the school is there. Okay, so these kids are in school, hearing gunfire, being trained to understand gunfire is okay, but they're shooting at each other across buildings. Okay, then there was times that the women were told you shouldn't go out there, you can't go out there, or you shouldn't go out there because they at war. Okay, you got an interview you got to go to. You can't even go to the interview because you can go if you want to go out there and run outside and risk getting hit. That's on you, but under the advisement of the gang and these people telling you that they at war, why would you go out there? Police couldn't do nothing. Do you all understand? The police used to try and come in there. They used to have snipers in the buildings on the top of the building. It's not funny, you guys. It's just crazy, but literally shooting out the building at the police. Okay, crazy, just crazy. So they had to police started they always had it's called the Chicago Housing Authority. That's the entity that manages the low income housing and project buildings that did in Chicago. And then it turned out some of those security officers became gang members, under the pressure of the gang, and they weren't doing their jobs and still allowing them to still sell drugs and do all type of stuff. They was carrying on in them buildings. And I could try and get some pictures of them, but they was, oh my God, blocks and blocks and blocks long. Like one building might be 30 levels high, 30 apartments deep. Okay, just imagine, all chaos, just foolishness. So it was something that Chicago dealt with. And then the problem, the reason why they really got tore down was they were on the Lake Shore Drive, you guys. They was able to open a window, or either not even open the window, just move the shade, and they got a lake view. How you doing? Okay. People up north paying hundreds of thousands, if not millions, to see this view, where you got people in the projects got it for free. Section 8 low income housing, open a window, lake view. Okay. The rich folks was like, no, it's over with. Y'all had y'all run. We tearing them down. Okay. Now, don't forget that I told you each building was an individual game. Okay. You shutting down the projects. You gave everybody vouchers to go anywhere. Okay. Now, I don't know if they could leave Illinois, but to the most part, let's say that they gave them vouchers to go anywhere in Illinois. That means any city, any suburb of Illinois. Okay. And they did. Now, let's say your mama, she don't care about you and your gang. She moving in a neighborhood, and that neighborhood happens to be a group of GDs living in that neighborhood. And guess what you are? You are a Black Pea Stone. How you doing? Oh, you ain't doing well. Cause I mean, if that's your residence and you don't have nowhere to go, you gonna try and go there and fend for yourself for the most part, and do the best you can. But eventually they gonna catch you, and if not kill you, they gonna run you away for good. And that's what happened. A lot of guys got killed, because they wound up in neighborhoods that they weren't supposed to be in, trying to sneak home. And it's only so much sneaking you could do. Because when the gangs run the neighborhoods, they run the neighborhoods, okay? You talking about clucks outside, out looking, they paying clucks to be on lookout for the police, oppositional gangs. I mean, it was really wild. It just depended on the neighborhood that you were in, how bad it was. But my theory is you can be poor anywhere. Okay. In Chicago, hold on, let me get my sip. I gotta smack that strawberry sweet tea. In Chicago, you can the aid office, they give you vouchers and they do what they can to give people money to move. I mean, so why be poor on a block that there's a lot of gunfire when you can move to another block where it's less? Poor is poor. You don't have to be in a violent situation to still be low income and poor. Is it still like that? It's worse because like I said earlier, they locked up and this was like right around the time I was born. They locked up Larry Hoover, who was the founder of the Gangster Disciples. Jeff Fort, he was the founder of the Black Pea Stone Gangsters. I'm sorry, Nation. And then oh God, what is the guy? Shorty. Okay, David Barstow. They give him claims to be the founder of the Black Disciples, the BDs. And what's his name? Shorty. Jerome something. I forgot his name. There's another guy named Shorty who was supposed to be like a co-founder of the folks. So they locked the heads up. After that, the structure over years started deteriorating, and then the lower level gangs started killing some of the other heads in the leadership because they want the power. And of course, these youngsters, they had no authority. Okay, they don't believe in no structure. I'm doing what I want to do. It's my block now. Woody Woo is dead. Okay, I'm running it. I'm calling it. Everybody do what I say, and that's it. Okay, structure out the window. Then you got that's when the cliques came in. You got cross gangs in different neighborhoods. Okay, so eventually, to my understanding, what happened with that was they all looking like we all ain't gonna run. You know what I'm saying? Everybody don't have no retreat. So I think they had enough sense to say, this is our block. Now this is our set. And we moving as a set. Because once you start looking into the history of Chirac, drill music, a lot of those facets are sets. based on they had the Eberhard set, then they had the Lamron set, then you got 600, 300, all these chains y'all see, 600, 300, STL, EBT, all those stand for streets and sets. Okay. And I mean, this whole thing goes deep, I mean, I'll try. If y'all got more questions, I'll try and go deep and find out about it. But this is just stuff that I found out. That's why certain suburbs do not section. Probably. I mean, because when I tell you, baby, by the south suburbs, they used to be decent back in the day. I mean, now you drive through there, you got just garbage out. People got like sheets up on the windows for curtains, toys, all the deck is like a storage area. I mean, just not cute at all. Not to say that the north side ain't like that now, too, like Aurora. I mean, they really done came in some areas and just shut them down, and the city just got worse, And then don't forget, like I said, you got gangs, and now you have gang power, turf wars. Then you drop crack cocaine in the neighborhood. Boom. Now you got drug wars. Okay. So, and then once again, territory, who gets to sell on what block, who's in power. I mean, it just turns in, it just gets crazy. I mean, it just goes on and on and on. She said guys came into the funeral all dressed in black, lifted the boy out of the casket and kicked him down the aisle, tore the entire funeral up. They were so, yeah. Oh, don't think once you dead now, you safe. I mean, Chicago is known for disrespect. I don't even have to tell you. Google it. Google something like funeral shot up. People shot up at gang. I mean, at funeral home. Man dragged out a casket at funeral. Grave site desecrated. I mean, it doesn't stop when you're dead. Okay. And that's why it's over the years. I mean, I quit going to, people funerals because I can read the writing on the wall. You see some of the news like that, it's kind of like, what make you think that they're not going to do that to this person? And all the gang members like, oh, they ain't going to do nothing. We got security. Yeah, okay. Okay. Your security ain't bulletproof. And if they come with enough men, there's nothing you can do. I mean, and like over the years, police officers started to like on TV, they be in the audience outside in cars sitting taking pictures because 9 times out of 10 back in the day, the leadership of the gang was coming to the funeral. They would come to the funeral, especially if the guy was known for putting in work. They were showing up, so they would get pictures of people. They were able to decide who was what in the organization. So, I mean, it just goes on and on and on, you guys. So, I don't go to know if the person is known to be involved in any type of a gang. You can forget it. I don't care if I knew you well. I'm gonna send a card. I'm not really going. It doesn't stop. Chicago's drill music, just like it said in the indictment, they will brag about their crimes on social media, on Facebook, or they'll put in their music, but they want people to know what they did to get juice. Y'all young folks call it clout. I hate that word. It's stupid to me. But yeah, just to get juice, And I mean, but hey, I hope they wouldn't lay down about it, because in that indictment you see they got murder charges, assault with a deadly weapon, and then we're trying to figure out that whole thing with the death penalty thing. I don't know what that is, because I didn't know anything about no Illinois have no death penalty, so I don't even know what that was. But I guess I could ask some of my friends to see if they know. But yeah, it just they will drag dead bodies out of the casket, you guys. I mean, Chicago is ruthless, you know. So and it's weird because, and I hate this, the only thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna mix it in just a little bit. R. Kelly. People want to bash him. I mean, so he's getting more than what he did because of Chicago's reputation of being bad and being cold and callous. I'm trying to tell you guys, everywhere I go, if I mention I'm from Chicago, people be trying to grab their pearls and stuff and grab their purse like, oh, I ain't did nothing to you. Okay. But automatically, because they hear Chicago, you from Chicago, they think you crunk. You know what I'm saying? They think you're gonna try and pull it in and like you want to take something that they got, you know, like you a criminal. Okay. I've experienced it. Okay. Ain't never been no criminal, ain't never did no time. The only time I sat in the back of the police car, it was for a ticket. And I think it was cold and he was running my stuff or something. And I hated it. That's the only time I don't play with no law like that. Mm-mm. Now, if somebody want to play games, that's a different story then. But just me individually trying to do, no man. So, but yeah, I get a bad rap from saying I'm from Chicago. I don't know if you guys, some of you guys follow me. When I told people that in Mexico, the real Mexico, told them I was from Chicago. They was making little cracks and stuff. So we have a reputation. Okay. We have a reputation, unfortunately. But they can go sit down. Okay. Trying to make me like a criminal. I don't care. I'm still gonna rep my city. Okay. And but no, but the crazy part is know that everybody that's from Chicago gotta turn up. Now you just don't want to push that. I don't care if it's a corporate turn up or a ghetto hood turn up, but they gotta turn up. Don't make them hit that button because you're gonna see somebody else. They gonna turn green on you, and you're gonna be like, "Who is that? What happened?" I swear to God. But no different than anywhere else. Okay, so and let me close out in saying this. Based on what I just explained to you guys, the citizens of Chicago, civilians, based on all of that going around, so now you understand, hopefully you all understand what I mean about citizens and civilians are trained and raised to survive. Okay, because just like these gang members, um more close up, more involved with the gangs. Okay, civilians like me, I'm walking down the street, they hanging in the school parking lot, maybe trying to talk to me, maybe I'm trying to talk to them, hey. But yeah, you are engaged with them, you deal with them, unless you're gonna stay in the house and maybe drive out the back way. Other than that, you have some type of involvement with them. And don't be somebody who wants to be nosy and run the streets. Like, hey, and be curious and find out what's going on out there. You're gonna engage with them. So you learn how to survive amongst the gangs. And don't forget, violence is based on proximity. You got people that do their violence in the neighborhood. They not going out to the Cliff Oaks neighborhood to do a breaking and entering. If they want a TV, they gonna wait till you go to sleep. Wait till 5 o'clock in the morning. They gonna break in your house, maybe doing an AKA home invasion, and they gonna come get your TV. Might wait till you leave, go to Jewel Grand Bazaar on 87th and State, and come get your TV. That's just how it is. Some people are rapists. I've heard of rapes that happen, guys getting murdered, you know. But it wasn't as bad. For the most part, us as kids, we would say we played outside. We played, it was a prairie by me. We played by the prairie. We was in people's backyards, they alleys. I mean, we was all over. Okay. And at that time, it wasn't no real threat of freaky deaky man trying to come and get you. I mean, they were there. Don't let me not say they weren't there. They were there, but we kind of protected our own. You know, we had block clubs and the guys in the neighborhood, you know, they stood ground. They wasn't letting nothing happen to us young kids. You know, they were like our big brothers. We called them our brothers. Okay. Like the guys you all met. He came on here before. It's my brother. Okay. He raised me. I grew up with him in the streets. Okay. Same thing for my cousin, you know. So it just, everybody kind of protected themselves. But if you all don't have any other questions, I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. And it's sad, you know. I really want to talk to somebody that knows any of these guys, that knows FBG Duck, anybody, just to give more background information. But the indictment, I try to make it big so you guys can go back and read it if you need to. But I don't think I saw any court cases, anything like that coming up. I'm lying. They did have something coming up. I want to say the 29th or something like that. But let me work out my recording issue with StreamYard. I might come back later on today. Oh, excuse me, because I did tell some people I was going to do a live. And I guess it was going to be regarding R. Kelly. And I still didn't do my hair video. I didn't do my hair video live either, you guys. But there are areas that is not like that, right? I have a niece who moved there 2 years ago and hired by craft, making 6 figures, but stay downtown Chicago. I was afraid for her. Okay, let me break it down like this. Well, to be clear, FBG Duck was killed in downtown Chicago. The Gold Coast is in downtown Chicago. Now, you just have different areas of downtown, just like you have different areas of the city. North, east, south, west loop. Okay. Gold Coast. Then you go further, it's Evanston. So you have different areas. So it's not safe anywhere. Okay. I don't know if you want to Google mob violence in downtown Chicago. There was a group of kids that was going around knocking people over the head, stealing their cell phones, stomping them out. You know, we known for stomping people out in Chicago. Okay, if you get in a fight with one of us, I ain't even gonna say one of us. I ain't stomping nobody. Okay, but back in the day, if people got in a fight, you fall on the ground, you gonna have like 30 feet on you. Okay, people will stomp you out. They not even part of the fight. You fall, they gonna stomp you out. But yeah, there was like mob. And that's why they put more cameras and stuff downtown, because they were trying to get these mobs, okay, consider mob action. But yeah, young teens going around knocking people over the head, robbing them, stomping them out. And then they got a hold of that. But then the next thing, it's like one thing turns into the next. It went from that to carjackings, okay? That's another thing we're dealing with in Chicago. People getting carjacked in everywhere. And everywhere. It used to be the suburbs were considered safe. Suburbs ain't safe no more. Nowhere is safe. Okay. So, but if you move, for the most part, the police are gonna protect downtown because that's where the money is. Okay. And what I found out that I really never knew about with the when the riots came after the George Floyd riots, they got bridges, and I'm gonna have to get a picture of it. There are bridges downtown that they could put up. Okay, let me take this down. There are bridges that they could put up that will separate the city from the rich folks over here. Okay, I never knew it. I knew there were bridges. I just thought they were for, for show. But of course, there is a reason to that. Okay. Same thing like with New York. New York is the same way. They have bridges that once they put the bridges up, it separates whoever's on one side of the bridge from the other people. Same thing in Chicago. They put because they Mayor Lightfoot was like, oh, they think they're gonna come down here in downtown and rob and pollute what tear down and loot the Gucci stores and all of the stores down there. No, ma'am, you won't be doing that again. Put the bridges up. Put the bridges up, and then for a couple days till everything down, let the bridges back down. Put checkpoints at the bridges. If you ain't had no ID saying you live down there, you weren't going downtown. End of story. Okay. So, how you like them apples? Yes. So always know, and I'm gonna say this, just me, my opinion. Even though it ain't safe, downtown Chicago, North Side Chicago, Gold Coast is still considered the safest place in the city. Okay, like you just said, your cousin, who was that, niece, somebody making at least six figures downtown, they gonna protect them people, okay? Because they look at them as the taxpayers, okay, and they want to keep those people safe. Because if them people move, they in trouble. Because we can't afford no $1 million penthouse apartment on River North, okay? Oh, overlooking the Chicago River, or living downtown on Lakeshore Drive, looking at Navy Pier, okay? So they try and make sure those people are feel safe and they feel comfortable, okay? And that's probably another reason why they suck the dogs out on these guys, because they were like, oh, you think you're going to come from the city? You're going to come from, and you know what? Y'all, Oblock is on Martin Luther King Drive. Y'all ever heard the comedians laugh about the worst neighborhoods being Martin Luther King Drive? So it is, okay. And really in every city, it's like King Drive is the worst things go on King Drive. Like I can't even name a spot in the city. Maybe the end of King Drive, which is on 95th Street. You have Chicago State University. But 94th all the way down to the end, they cutting up and going forth. I mean, it's all type of stuff. Oblock is on 60th to 63rd. Pitiful. I'm sorry, 64th. I think 60th to 64th. I don't even know. But it's just they over there. And it's just pitiful. You know, King Pope Martin Luther King, the man then died, marched and died for us, and we just disrespect his name. We cuts up. I mean, every city in Chicago, Martin Luther King Drive, baby back. Only way I drive, I might, when I go home to Chicago, if I can get somebody to go with me, I might go over there and like shoot a video or something real quick. And they do have a mural of King behind, but I gotta see. You know what I'm saying? I ain't about to kill myself trying to get no footage and no accolades. You know what I'm saying? I ain't finna die for free. But I'm gonna see if I can sneak over there. Um, I don't know. I just gotta, the sun and the moon gotta be lined up. I gotta judge it. I gotta feel it. You know what I'm saying? Because real talk, when I go in the city, it's for a purpose, and I'm on point. Trust me, I'm looking around. I got my face on, looking like this, not looking friendly, not being friendly. I'm looking. Keep your ass down. In Chicago, you don't be out, hey, how you doing? Nah, we don't do that. You just man your business. Keep your ass down, but you still better be aware of your surroundings. Know who behind you on the side. What they say, watch your six. You better know who doing what, okay? Because when I'm walking, it's almost like virtual vision. I'm seeing who's doing something as far down the block as I could see in all directions. Because I'm steady moving, watching. Okay, I know. I'm paying attention to everything. Like, and just pray to God. That's what's been keeping me safe. Pray to God that's gonna keep me safe. But we're gonna get out of here because I don't want to use up no more of my recording time. Yeah, rent is high in Chicago. It's not no joke. That's why people say if you could make it. That's what we say. If you can make it, and based on the fact that you got to survive all the rigmarole that you got to go through on a daily basis in Chicago, that's why we say anybody raised in Chicago can live and survive anywhere. Okay, we taught to survive by default. That's not something that we signed up for. We just have to be defensive in the way we move and in the way we deal with people, because don't forget now, we're not just dealing with gang members and that's cutting up. Okay, you got people in everyday life that'll take you down quicker than a gang member. So everything around you is a threat. Okay. So any more questions? Yes, that is true. Here in Michigan, MLK always crazy. Yes. Where you at, prayer change? Pitiful. And you all know, back in the look, way past Michelle Obama, the area of Oblock is also called Parkway Gardens, low income housing managed by Chicago Housing Authority. Okay, low income housing. Michelle Obama grew up in there way back. Okay, way back before it was known as Oblock. Okay, so don't be going around trying to be funny talking about Michelle Obama from Oblock. She is, but she ain't. Don't go if you don't have this guy. I know, right? Hopefully I can. Okay, you in Flint? I go. Oh yeah, I got you. Yeah, Flint turns up too. Yeah. I mean, cause it's not safe, you know. And I got tents. You know what I'm saying? So, cause just like people don't want nobody seeing them, I don't want nobody seeing me, seeing who in my car, watching what I'm doing. You know. And a lot of times tents not safe, because just like they can't see you, you can't see them. But the main thing is, you come down the street with some tents on your car and they don't know who your car is, you running a risk. So stay where you supposed to be, man your business, and go where you supposed to go. Flint all my life, moved to Flushing in 2013, but right next door. Okay. Say your MLK. Where you at, APZ? It's pitiful, but it's like, you know what? I think that's the government. They had to. They orchestrated that, because why in every city? I don't know. It seems like it was a setup, like they did that. Because why in every city, low income housing in the most violent areas is on Martin Luther King Drive? Now, come on. Come on. I ain't going. Something is happening. You in Ohio? Okay. It's pitiful, you guys. I don't get it. I think they place them in high crime areas. Yep. I agree. I bet they do. Because I don't see how it always happens. Why you can't put Martin Luther King Drive on the edge of the city somewhere, or like right in the suburbs? Why it can't be in the suburbs? You know? Because I'm telling you, in Chicago, the projects, they strewn up and down King Drive, State Street, Federal. What's the other blocks? I mean, we had so many projects, y'all. It was pitiful. But that was my short scenario of what was going on. So I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I hope I gave you guys a lot of information and insight on Chicago. But I'm not even going to play, you know. Be on your P's and Q's when you come to Chicago. You know, you have to know how to move. And if you plan on coming, I'll give you some pointers, you know, on if you know where to stay, how to move. But move in groups, especially, you know, because that's another thing I'm gonna tell you, which is, I'm making it sound so scary, but it's dangerous. Chicago is dangerous. We got some dangerous people. Chicago is one of the hubs and the known one of the biggest, I was thinking the same thing at first, one of the biggest places known for human trafficking, the real human trafficking. Okay. Where people will be walking down the street and a white van will pull up and five guys will come out and snatch people up or snatch your kid up and you'll never see him again. Okay. On the milk cart, on the train. Okay. Never seen again. Or snatch your wife up or your grandma up or your boyfriend up that's cute and little and never seen again. Okay. So, and the reason for that is because Chicago has every mode of transportation to get you, and they can get you out of the city within 15 minutes. Okay. From the time that they take you. We have airplanes, railroads, helicopters, boat, any mode of transportation. We got what they call it. Oh God, when they take you underground, they got the underground manholes. I forgot what they call them, but the underground trailways too. So any mode of transportation you could think of, we have it in Chicago, and they utilize it to promote and do human trafficking, okay, of people. So stay on your P's and Q's. Always be in a group. But I'm gonna close out. I think I've scared you guys enough now. It's pitiful, but Chicago is really a beautiful place. It's really beautiful. We just have an element of something that's going on, and pray for my city, you guys. Pray they get this violence under control. Pray for the kids that are getting killed every day. Kids are dying every day. Okay, some of them hit the news, some of them don't. Kids are dying every day, anywhere from newborns, talking about a couple weeks old, up to what's not a kid. 13 when you become a teenager, and then they killing teenagers, they killing old people, they killing women. It doesn't stop. Okay, so what's the question? When I come to the rallies there, I was scared to chill. I ain't gonna sit up here and be like, don't be scared, but what I'm gonna tell you is this: don't go off nowhere by yourself. All of the rallies that I have seen that have transpired have had security. Okay. And if there's any other upcoming rallies that happen in Chicago that I'm showing up to, it better be police security. Okay. If not, knowing me, I come with my own security. Okay. But don't go nowhere that's not secure, because you got, like, let me put it like this, and I'm not trying to scare y'all for real, but I want y'all to be aware. Sometimes homeless people, they have mental health issues. Okay. They out there, some of them harmless. Talk to themselves. You walk right past them. They'll be the dirtiest thing you ever seen in your life, stinking, smelling, and you'll walk right past them. They'll be talking to themselves, having a whole conversation. Won't even see you. Okay. But then you got some that'll walk past you, size you up. You know what I'm saying? See if you got your purse loose or hanging, or you got your iPods in, you can't hear. They sizing you up, and they'll walk past you, get behind you, and might come back and try and attack you. You gotta be aware at all times. You just gotta pay attention. Why they sizing you up, you sizing them up. But this is how I do. I'm gonna tell you how I do. When I'm walking down the street, I'm always, now I'm bold with it now. If somebody pass me up, okay, so they walk past me, I'm here. I might even be on my phone talking or looking. I might even just go on turn all the way around and stop. And sometimes it's funny because me and the other person, we meet each other eyes and we both look. Yeah, I'm watching you and you watching me. We watching each other. Yep. Mm-hmm. I'd rather do that and meet eyes and let and both people know that we paying attention than fall victim. But just be aware. That's all I'm gonna tell you is be aware. And when you come to the rally, stay where the rally is. Don't go off into the neighborhoods trying to think you some type of, oh, I want to see Oblock. I want to, no, ma'am. You stay with the group. Did you know about the underground train that will get you to Cleveland to Chicago? I did not, which is like a 6 hour drive. I did not know about that, but I don't doubt that that is. Hey, Demetrius Bradley, how you doing? Welcome back. My niece comes to see me. I'm staying in Michigan. Come to Chicago. You know, I hate to do that, you guys, because really Chicago is a beautiful place. It's a beautiful tourist area. It's pitiful. I ain't even gonna tell you that. I'll take it back. Cause I ain't gonna tell you to go nowhere I ain't going. Cause trust me, when I go, I got pointed places I'm going, and I got time frames that I'm going there, and sometimes I got people that I'm going with. You know, that's just it. That's all. Some areas I'm not going in. I don't care who it is. So, um, that's it. You know, you make your schedule. Sometimes I come home with some restaurants that I'm going to, but trust and believe, when I pull up at the restaurant, if it ain't looking copacetic, I'm not getting out the car. I'm gonna be like, I don't know what he doing. I don't know what she doing. And Grandma Kiki right here look the suspect too. It's best to just pull off, okay? Than to risk your life. Yeah, if it's people standing outside, that's 9 times that's a bad sign. Nobody, baby, but she like it. We can go shopping. Nope. I mean, you know what? And really with downtown during the day, uh and see the convoy kind of messes it up too, because you don't have as much traffic, because I mean you got traffic, but before the convoy, baby, I'm talking about downtown was packed. Like cars couldn't even turn. I used to hate going downtown because you couldn't even turn the corner. The people had no respect for your car. It'd be your red, your green light, and people would steady walk like you ain't even there. So if you don't know how to G your way into the crowd and turn that corner or pass that street, you'll never get past, because they don't have no courteous. They're not gonna stop and just since you a car, it's your green light, let you pass. No respect for your time schedule, nothing like that. Um, Ignorant, just ignorant. I hated driving downtown, but it used to be very crowded down there. So you go out in the downtown, you go out in the daytime with the crowd while the people were leaving work, doing while they at work, you know, lunchtime, daylight. That's when you move. That's when it's supposed to be safer now. Okay. Um, and that's when you move. When it gets dark, if you don't know what you're doing, you need to be in the house. If you by yourself, if you get back to the hotel, get some Uber Eats, you know, and get you some food before it get dark. Okay. Like when I was growing up, they used to be like, come in before the street lights came on. You know, that was like the thing. When it get dark, freaks come out at night. But in Chicago, they get you in broad daylight. When they started carjacking people in broad daylight, we was like, what? FBG Duck got killed in Gold Coast broad daylight. What? Oh yeah, jaw dropping. So don't think because the lights is on, you safe. But I'm sure there's gonna be some type of festivity for the rallies, but just move during the day with police, real police, armed police. Welcome to those just joining. Please, yes, please hit the like button. Please subscribe, and if you want to support the channel, um, because I am not monetized. I don't get any money from YouTube or anything like that until I get my subscribers up. But we doing a good job. We slowly moving up. So let me check out my recording time, because I did want to come back and do another live, because I did talk to Lil Mac and I did say that I was going to go live. So hopefully I could come back and go live and clarify a few things. But that's about it. She said, yeah, I got back to the road right after the rally. Just don't move there. Just don't move by yourself. I just hate to say it, but it's like, Chicago was really it's predator and prey. When you grow up, you either gonna be the predator or you gonna be the prey. And literally, when we say prey and predator, you just don't want to be a pigeon, you know what I'm saying? Or be seen as weak or vulnerable, caught slacking, lacking. I hope y'all understand what I'm saying, but always, because you want to, oh my doopy, you want to always come off as aware, okay? That you are aware, because the element of surprise is I don't even know how to explain it to you. The element of surprise is your downfall. You know what I'm saying? So if somebody catch you off guard, you about finished. You about finished. But no, if you are to come to Chicago, I will tell you guys, where to get gas, what mode of transportation to come into. Closest place come into O'Hare is far, but it's this stuff going on out there too. But I don't know. But ask some more people from Chicago. I mean, they'll tell you, get their perspective of what it is. But I definitely don't want to scare you guys. I just want to make sure you guys just pay attention. It's different. Okay, it's never been like it has been now. Okay, it's nothing like my childhood. Nothing like that. Police, I even be with. If you watch the news, police be like threatening to bring when you got Biden, the president of the United States, looking at your city, trying to let y'all know y'all need to get them carjackings and the murders up under a wing before I send in the military. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got it together, okay? So that's why a lot of people don't believe in having their own firearms to be able to protect themselves. But talk to a criminal and ask them. A criminal is always gonna have a weapon of choice, okay? And if you smart and if you ain't messed up your background, if they gonna have their weapon of choice, you better have your weapon of choice, okay? And I suggest to be a combination, okay? Like they say back in the day, don't pull up to a gunfight with a knife or some pepper spray, okay? Don't do it. People, grandmas back in the day used to have a shotgun behind the door, unregistered. Yeah, Granny was smart. My grandfather lived on South Dobson until he was like 91. Dang! Yeah, he was definitely Southside. Hey, Granddad. I remember when Trump said that. I see why. Yeah! I'm going to tell y'all. And I hope I'm not doing information overload to you guys, but the police, and it's depending on what neighborhood you in, because back in the day in the projects, girl, I ain't seen no police support. You might be getting raped up in the stairway or something. You call the police, they ain't baby. You better gather yourself. Have your friend take you to the hospital because the police ambulance wasn't coming in there getting shot at. Okay, you got to think about, and it's a whole new, and I could do a whole video on that. But just think about response time from the place that you are, and just look at where the police station is, in proximity to where you are at all times. Think about response time. It might take them 15 minutes to get to you. Okay, most police show up after the crime has occurred. Very seldom are you lucky enough that, and it does happen though, because people in Chicago, some guys in Chicago not scared of the police. They will gun you down in front of the police. Okay, don't get it twisted. But 9 times out of 10, it's not gonna happen like that. So you need to be able to defend yourself, protect your home, keep people at bay long enough for the police to get there. Okay. But it's each to their own with that. Like, some people don't like guns, they don't like weapons, they don't like none of that. But it's all up to you. That's right. They don't come until it's over. And pray you ain't the body laying on the ground. I mean, pray your house is not on fire and somebody outside waiting with a gun trying to shoot you down when you run outside your house. I mean, you gotta, it's combat, Mortal Kombat. Sure. You gotta be ready. I'm not lying to you guys, but ask a criminal. And we all know criminals. We know people who do all type of stuff. Ask them. They will. The gun laws only control law-abiding citizens. Okay? And I'm about to get out of here on that note. Okay? Criminals are not going to say, oh, the law says you're not supposed to have a gun in Chicago. And if you get caught with a gun, get a possession charge, you're going to get more time. If y'all know one that's going to say that, let me know. Most criminals don't care. They don't care. They don't care. It's us, the citizens, the civilians, that's worried about, oh, I ain't supposed to have my gun over here by the church. I ain't supposed to have my gun over here in the schoolyard. It's us. They ain't about to, you know what I'm saying? Child, please. But I know one thing that I don't learn from the people from, what was it, the January? Was that January 6th when they didn't riot at the White House? Y'all better step your game up and get you some bear spray. Hello. That's what's up next. Okay. As soon as I can make it to the store. All right, you guys, everyone. Thank you for coming. I hope it wasn't information overload. If you have any more questions. Oh, I did 2 hours. I didn't even mean to do 2 hours. But shout out to Chicago. South side, east side, west side, north side. Pray for our city. Pray for my city. Just pray that we get over this, you guys. Pray for FBG Duck. Once again, like I said before, I didn't personally know the young man, but when you read articles and stuff, he was affiliated. Okay. And when you live by the sword, you die by the sword. And let me say that too. That's going to be the next live. Because my question is, you all have to understand these people, especially Muwop and Oblock, those are people from King Von, who was also another rapper. He said he wanted to rap. He said he was a gangster, he's a gangster that raps. But he got killed last year in Atlanta by a goofy. I was trying to follow that case, but they telling me that that's a state case, so I gotta figure out another way to do that. But I was wondering, do you think King Von would have got is he attached to these to this case and this trial? Because him and Lil Durk, they ain't like FBG Duck. So we just have to see. how this all pans out. I just thought it was interesting that, I'm like, Oblock, okay. I wonder what they had tried to whoop up King Von in this some kind of way, you know. But the saga continues. Pray for Chicago. As always, do everything in God's divine order. Do everything in the spirit of righteousness to make sure righteousness prevails. Skylife loves you guys. Take care. Bye. Bye for now.